Hey, everyone. So the Kansas City Chiefs, one of the NFL's absolute elite teams, are heading into a transformative offseason. And let me tell you, the stakes couldn't be higher. After a tough Super Bowl loss that really exposed some major issues with the offensive line, the Chiefs are now doing everything they can to set up Patrick Mahomes for long-term success. They're pulling every lever, making some huge moves, from trading trusted veterans to strengthening the secondary and eyeing some big-name free agents. These decisions could completely reshape the team's future and keep that Super Bowl window wide open. But before we get into the details, hit the subscribe button, like this video, and leave your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for your support. We've got a lot to talk about, so let's dive into everything that's been happening over the last few hours. But first, I want to ask for a little help. If you like our videos, please consider giving this one a like. It's one of the best ways to support the channel and help keep this content going. I really appreciate you being here. Thank you. All right. Heading into the 2025 offseason, the Chiefs have one clear mission: fix that vulnerable offensive line. The Super Bowl made one thing painfully obvious: Mahomes needs better protection. I mean, the guy's out there doing everything he can, but if the O-line can't hold up, even he can't work miracles. Despite the massive investment the team's made in their franchise quarterback, the line just hasn't been up to par. One move that's raised some eyebrows: the Chiefs let go of veteran offensive guard Joe Thuney. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why would they part ways with one of the most reliable guys on the line when protecting Mahomes should be the number one priority? And I get it. Thuney brought both skill and leadership, and losing that definitely feels risky. But here's the thing. The Chiefs' track record speaks for itself. 4 Super Bowl appearances in 5 years, 3 championships. They've earned the right to make bold moves. So what's next for the O-line? The focus now shifts to some younger talent, like 26-year-old Smith and Creed Humphrey, whose contract extension kicks in next year. This group is built to grow together and provide long-term stability. Plus, cutting Thuney's cap hit opens up some serious financial flexibility, and that could lead to restructuring Mahomes' own deal. That's huge because his cap hit is projected to hit it over $66 million in 2025 and stay above $60 million in the following years. It's all part of the Chiefs' long-term vision. But the offense isn't the only area getting some attention. The Chiefs are making big moves on defense too. They just signed former LSU cornerback Christian Fulton to a 2-year, $20 million contract with $15 million guaranteed. Fulton was a key part of LSU's 2019 championship team, and his NFL experience makes him a perfect fit for this evolving secondary. After being drafted by the Tennessee Titans in 2020, Fulton racked up over 2,300 snaps and 4 interceptions over 4 seasons. Last year, with the Chargers, he started 15 games despite getting a lot of attention from opposing quarterbacks. Yeah, he gave up some touchdowns and a completion rate of 65.2, but he also had an interception and 5 pass breakups. And clearly, the Chiefs see his potential. With young talents like Trent McDuffie and Jalen Watson already making names for themselves, adding Fulton's veteran presence is a smart move. And then there's the left tackle situation. This is where things get really interesting. Protecting Mahomes is priority number 1, and the Chiefs are on the hunt for a game-changing solution. Enter Ronnie Stanley from the Baltimore Ravens. This guy is known for his elite pass blocking skills and could be exactly what the Chiefs need. According to Bradley Locker from Pro Football Focus, when Stanley's healthy, he's one of the best in the game. And given the way Mahomes plays, often holding onto the ball for more than 2.5 seconds, having a tackle like Stanley who can keep up with that style is crucial. Since 2022, no quarterback has thrown more passes after holding the ball that long. And Stanley's 77.3 pass blocking grade ranks 18th among qualified tackles in that span. That said, there's some risk. Stanley has a bit of an injury history. While his 2024 season was solid, it was actually his first full season since 2016. Since 2020, he's only played in 48 out of a possible 84 games. That's definitely something the Chiefs have to weigh carefully. But with so few top-tier tackles available, Stanley stands out as one of the best options. If he stays healthy, he could be a game changer for this line. But before we get into the details, hit the subscribe button, like this video, and leave your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for your support. Now let's move on to Jalen Moore, the offensive lineman who the Chiefs are hoping will bring some much-needed stability to the left tackle position. If you watched last season, you know just how much of a headache that left tackle spot was. The Chiefs had to shuffle through 4 different starters throughout the season, including rookie Kingsley, Suamala, Morris, veteran DJ Humphries, and even guard Joe Thuney, who was forced to step in at tackle late in the season. He was clear as day that the Chiefs needed to find someone they could rely on to protect Patrick Mahomes' blindside. And that's where Moore comes in. Now, Moore wasn't necessarily a full-time starter in San Francisco, but he still gained some valuable experience in a system that values strong offensive line play. He played in 55 games over 4 seasons, starting 12 of them. Last year, he appeared in 15 games and started 5 of them. He's a versatile player who can handle different positions along the offensive line, and he has solid pass protection skills. That's huge when you're talking about protecting Patrick Mahomes, who's as elusive as they come, but needs a solid line to keep him upright, especially after what we saw in the Super Bowl loss to the Eagles. That game exposed just how vulnerable the Chiefs' offensive line could be, especially in big moments. Mahomes was sacked 6 times in that game, which was the most he's ever been sacked in a single game. That can't happen again. The Chiefs front office knows that. And that's why they made sure to add someone like Moore to the roster. This is a move to fix a glaring weakness on the offensive line, and it could make all the difference in the world moving forward. Let's not forget Moore played in 16 games last season, starting 2 of them before a quadriceps injury put him on injured reserve. But when he was on the field, he showed flashes of being a top-tier tackle. He's athletic, disciplined, and has proven that he can step up in big moments. He comes from a system in San Francisco that has produced some of the best offensive linemen in the league, including Trent Williams. And now he's coming to Kansas City with one mission in mind: keep Patrick Mahomes on his feet and ensure the Chiefs' offense continues to be as explosive as ever. The Chiefs know they need to improve the offensive line. Last season, they allowed Mahomes to be sacked 36 times for a loss of 239 yards. The running game wasn't much better, ranking 3rd worst in the league in yards per carry, averaging just 4 yards per attempt. That's simply not good enough, especially for a team with Super Bowl aspirations. But the biggest wake-up call came in Super Bowl LVI. The Eagles' defense completely dominated Kansas City's offensive line, sacking Mahomes 6 times. That exposed how much the Chiefs need to improve their protection. And now, with the addition of Moore, the Chiefs are making sure they don't experience that same kind of failure again. Moore's athleticism and discipline are exactly what the Chiefs need in a left tackle. The offensive line is a critical position, and keeping Mahomes upright has to be the top priority. If Moore can stay healthy and play at a high level, he could be the anchor the Chiefs need to rebuild their offensive line and make sure they're ready for another championship run. So what's next for the Chiefs? Well, they're not done yet. The front office knows they still have work to do. Solidifying the offensive line and adding depth at key positions are essential if the Chiefs want to remain competitive in a loaded AFC. There's a lot of talent in the AFC right now, and the Chiefs can't afford to rest on their laurels. But with these moves, they're certainly heading in the right direction. But now it's your turn, Chiefs Kingdom. I want to hear what you think about these signings. Do you like what the Chiefs are doing? Do you think Elijah Mitchell can stay healthy and provide that explosive spark in the backfield? Is Jalen Moore the answer at left tackle, or do the Chiefs need to keep searching? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Join our growing community so you can stay updated with all the latest Chiefs news, analysis, and everything you need to know as we gear up for another season. Let's continue to strengthen the Chiefs and get ready for a championship run. Catch you later. Chiefs Kingdom.